Floor Plans Video 5. Once we have completed our walls, wall sheathing, plumbing fixtures, cabinetry, appliances, hidden lines, dimensions, we will continue with the room names and the notes. Alright, what you see here is the finished product of the blueprint that you were given in the classroom. And as you can see, we have several different types of text on the document. So we have a room name for each space. We have a note for the flooring. We have notes for the door sizes, the window sizes. We have notes for appliances. And our plumbing fixtures. Alright, instead of using the text command to create all of the text, our template file has given you standard text sizes and layers for you to use for this project. So you will simply need to choose the copy command and select the text you need. Press enter and then copy that text up into the home. And you will click to copy and then press escape to close out the copy command. And then you can double click on the text and edit accordingly. And we will need to use all caps. Alright, so there's the example for your room names. Next we will add our notes in the notes section. We can copy. We can place our text. And we can change the name as we need. And before we move away from our text, we also need to make sure that everything is centered correctly, because simply putting this down and looking at it will not be appropriate. We need to make sure that it's exactly centered in the space. So to do that, we will need to, we can draw a quick model line. This is very similar to what we did in Revit. And our model line will need to be from the sheathing to the nearest line. Now that can be a dimension line, that can be a door line, a wall line, another piece of text even. We want to keep it centered up, and then we'll also take a line from the center to this text and then move it down to here. And I know that this midpoint is the center of this area here. Alright, so I'll move my midpoint of my text to the midpoint of the line. And there we are. And then I'll repeat the same thing for the text, the floor text. Now we also have these grip points here where we can also move and relocate our text. So there's two ways to do that. One is using monolines, the other is using our window. We just need to make sure that if we don't see the window pop up, there is another way to do it with the lines. Alright, moving forward from there, we will copy our smaller text as well for all of those notes that we have, which are smaller than the standard text size. So things like our doors, our windows, areas where we need smaller text just for room's sake, for sizing. Same thing here, we can click it down. We can also rotate. We can select, choose the rotate command, click near the center, and we can rotate manually, or we can type 90 degrees and press enter and then move. Alright, so we can move that where it needs to be, and as always we can rename. Alright, so as we move through this section of the project, you will add all of the text that you see for every window, door, room, door opening, appliance, plumbing fixture, whatever you see on the blueprint, that's what you will label. And we'll go ahead and pause the video now and label everything, and then come back and I will show you how to place this drawing onto our paper space and label it accordingly. Alright, to label our paper space, you see this is the finished product here. You have an A1.1 tab right now on your document, so go ahead and click that. And I'm going to start from scratch here to show you how to do this. Right now you have an empty paper space, no model space inside. It's a very simple procedure. We're going to choose the zero, not the zero layer, we're going to choose the title block layer, L title block. And you're going to click on the View tab. No, excuse me, you're going to do the Layout tab. It's usually View Layout, but since we're in paper space, Layout is already here for us, so we're going to choose Layout. And we're going to choose Base from Model Space. And we're going to use Actually, we're going to scratch that. We're not going to use base. That's for a different type of drawing. We're going to use rectangular. So layout, rectangular, and then we're going to specify our viewpoint corner, our upper left, click down on our mouse and roll over to the bottom right and click again. And that's going to import all of our model space on top of our paper. So now we need to scale our drawing, and our scale is going to be 1/4 inch equals 1 foot. So 1/4 inch equals 1 foot. So 1/4 inch of the paper is equal to 1 foot of building space. So 1/4 inch of paper equals 1 foot of building space. And then we're going to click on our paper button at the bottom and open up to model so that we can move to our floor plan drawing. Alright, once we've set our floor plan drawing in the center of the page, we'll click on the model button to close the model space so that we cannot edit anymore. We're going to do one more edit. We're going to choose the line type scale command. So we're going to type LTS and press enter. And we're going to change the line type scale to 48. And then back to 1. So we're going to do that twice. That resets the scale of the dashed lines on the drawing so that they are appropriately spaced. So LTS 48 and then LTS 1. Alright, and then on the right hand side here, you will update our project title on the title block area here. You can double click, type in, and you're also going to put the Drafter, that's you, so put your name. And the sheet number is A1.1. All right, once you've done this, we will go to our print. Button. And we will choose Publish to Web JPEG. This is going to create an image file of the paperspace so that you can submit it on Canvas. All right, Publish to Web JPEG. You will be prompted to choose a paper size. We always want to choose the custom size and add it to the configuration. So the third option. Double check that we have our monochrome selected as our plot style table. And then we'll select OK. And here we will need to direct our file to be saved in the appropriate place. So you'll choose your OneDrive folder perhaps, and then locate your folder for the class, and then save the file. And then an image file will be in that location for you to submit on Canvas. All right, so our next unit, we will move into our wall section drawing in AutoCAD.